Greetings, this is Frosty Thundertrod, and I'm back to life and back to the game. So, right at the tail end of last episode, I was assassinated as I stepped into the city. And a strange voice I've been hearing saved me.
This may not be the prettiest part of town, but it's got the grinning Balrog.
Okay.
You saved my life. He would have killed me, and all through a few coins.
Think nothing of it. Any law-abiding citizen would have done the same.
A little bit of graffiti.
You there! Are you just going to stand there and gawk at that body all day?
He's dead. It's not like I can do anything for him, now can I?
You can see that the poor bastard is properly processed. What is this? A charnel house?
First week in the Living Lands.
Actually, I'm supposed to be going to find... This is where I wanted to go first. Alright. So, this way.
Yeah, so close. But what's the point? It's useless without that Adra. Oh, you are a special one, you are. I thought all the godlikes were taken back, wherever they came from. Don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all the gods have abandoned us. I suppose if you say it, it must be true. After all, you're still here, huh? Luckily, I'm trying to do work for the betterment of the world. That ought to win me some favor if the gods are watching.
Depends on the god. Yes, it depends on which gods are watching.
Ha! Good point. I suppose my work wasn't doing Rimmergand any favors, huh? Sapiento di Falva, alchemist and dreamer, at your service. My latest experiment was meant to solve the scourge that has come over the local flora and fauna, but it wasn't meant to be. I expected my main reagent to be delivered today, but I suppose the gods had other ideas. Ah, quite likely. Tell me, was it drooling? I'd love to... never mind. Neither here nor there. No one knows how best to describe it, but we can all see it. Something is distorting the life around here, and I hoped to stop it. Possibly, yes. But now I can't begin my tests without my main reagent. I have everything I need, but the most important part, the luminous Adra, to cleanse the souls of the wildlife. The gentlemen who want to acquire my Adra have not delivered it, and they seem to be avoiding me, as if they fear my wrath. At this point, I'll take any help I can get. My friends must have lied. Or they got the Adra and they lost it. I can't imagine why else they would be acting so strange about it. The people of the Deadfire have been refining Luminous Adra for its health benefits for gods know how long. If anything can cure this affliction, that's it. Best of luck with that. I saw them briefly not too long ago, looking shifty and desperate. They were running around the paradise, talking to other scholars in the area. Ganef and Remio, I believe. And an older lady. Don't recall her name. I'd be very grateful. I know it looks like I'm crying, but it's from the acrid fumes I inhaled earlier. Any luminous Adra will do, he said, as if the stuff were falling from the sky.
Might just stumble across it all on my own. I don't think his technique is really gonna work, since it seems to be fungal based, and it even seems to be a linked fungal infection. But it's always good to let others, try and experiment and see what they can learn.
You died, but you're here. Gods, am I glad to see you.
Envoy, is it really you? I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel?
Well, I have considered turning a bolt back to a deer.
Homesick already? After what you've been through, I can't say I blame you. But there's work to be done on the frontier. Good work. And I need you here at my side. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. Captain Cynric said you have a missive for me from the Emperor. Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. With that, I have better news for him. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own.
And I think I've been talking
No
to
sooner
it.
had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles.
I prefer to think it's part of my destiny, though perhaps it's just bad luck.
Maybe that's all it is, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities.
Assuming it's not already here.
Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire.
And you're not?
At least rebels know the meaning of negotiation and compromise. But a plague kills indiscriminately. Though, even I must admit, the rebels have gone too far. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open.
Killing me was bold, I'll give him that.
Indeed. The killer sent a message, but this is our chance to send one in return. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the living lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisen rebels must face justice.
The Dream Scourge is my top priority.
True, but you can't investigate the Dream Scourge if you're dead.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise.
I'll consider him. Thanks for the recommendation.
I can tell you're skeptical, but remember that you're an outsider here, and a lot of Kith aren't exactly thrilled to see so many Adirans in their midst.
New weeds, a new beast in the tall grass. Predator or mate?
As you've seen firsthand. You could use some local help, especially if we really are after Paradisans.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another.
My soul has always been rotten to the core.
Be that as it may, we can't have you dropping dead again on your first assignment.
And I can't keep dragging you back to Liviana's.
Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it.
Assassins are cowards by nature. This will be easy.
But don't be so quick to judge. They got the better of you once, and I don't want history to repeat itself. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Ooh, level 5. I get a whole new power tier to access now.
Unseen, unheard.
Alright, abilities. So, I can use the level 5 stuff now. Let's see what does Ranger have. Make myself invisible. Piercing thrusts. Finesse. Ooh, that'd be nice. So I want this one and this one, really. Wizard. Let's see here. Wand mastery, don't care about that. Bounce. Don't care about that. Blast. Don't care about that. Grimoire mastery. Also don't care about that. Although it looks like I need it if I want to unlock the next level of Blizzard. Let's see about fighter. No, I don't need that. So. Boost perception? Alright, companion. Huh, I don't have any points for Kai. Okay.
You've got some god looking out for you.
Let's go recruit Maris.
So, you're the one they all crow about, eh? Best hunter and guide in all of Dawnshore?
Just Dawnshore? Phew, must be slipping.
You just look like a drunken dwarf to me. Seen 1,000 of you roaming back home in Adir. Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
Interesting. Let's see how this plays out.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adir Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Dukte Drago Sakasapt Jitule. You wanna talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
Marius can handle himself. Of course, if you're bored, we could always start something anyway. I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of Widow's Kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramps should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
Wait until you get to know him.
Oh, I could feel it. Gods, You.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person.
I need to find some assassins, and Kai tells me you're one of the best for the job.
I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them.
Won't they have cleaned the area since then?
The assassins wouldn't go near that place anytime soon. And you don't have to worry much about people cleaning up in this town. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
New companion, known as the best hunter in all the wilderness, guided in the living lands. Marius has lived all over the living lands, but there's no place that he truly calls home. Marius uses ancient peregrine stealth and survival techniques to gain the advantage over his foes, trapping them in gripping vines or disappearing from sight to ambush them with a silent attack. His senses are attuned to direct threats and objects scattered across the living lands. We're almost two peas in a pod here.
Godlike. Interested in saving a couple of lives?
I'm always interested in saving lives.
So, you're that godlike, the Adiran envoy. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the strangle root, right?
You clearly want something from me. What is it?
I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. They're Adirans, but they've had a string of bad luck. Is there any chance you could lend them a hand?
I can try.
Galarde. Lawfled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of Edirans. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an Ediran in the city. Now they're everywhere.
Let her continue.
Anyway, with all these Adirans coming in, Lawfled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back.
Better leave and never look back. Less complicated that way.
Well, it worked for me. Sort of.
Actually confronting your problems is overrated anyway.
Well, he's wrong about that.
They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adirans in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladwine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink. You don't need to be. There are herbs in the wilds around Paradis that can restore Gladwine's sight. It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks. But for the Adiran envoy, for the hero who braved the strangle route, I'm sure it will be no problem.
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Many thanks, envoy. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork.
Why hasn't he?
I don't know. That's the problem. Mako and I had a falling out a while back. It's best if someone else goes.
Alright, I'll talk to Mako.
Thank you, envoy. God bless you.
Now this almost looks Babylonian in architecture style.
Envoy, got a situation over here. Oh, good. You came over. Glad to see you're up and about.
For fuck's sake, can we move this along? I don't have all day.
I wasn't about to let a few assassins keep me down.
I'm glad. I hate to admit it, but the guards could use your help. Most of us are off searching for the ones who attacked you. That leaves us short-handed, so people like her try to sneak in. I caught this one, but I have to check her cart for contraband. There's a lot to dig through. Find anything?
One moment.
Find anything?
Finally! Someone with some common sense around here.
All right. If he says so, you can go. Welcome to Paradise.
Much appreciated, envoy.
Oh, well, I got the grenades, so no contraband made it in.
Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there.
Yeah.
An interesting day so far. An interesting day indeed.
Wish that Sawbones would hurry up. I gotta... Wow, it's really you. I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder, and I might have broken some ribs.
Do you need me to find you a healer? Just met one, Liviana.
Is that the lady who brought you back from the dead? Teach, the ambassador's secretary. He told me you got sniped the second you walked through the gate. Thwack! I couldn't believe it. I mean, talk about getting off on the wrong foot. Anyway, don't worry about me. The Sawbones is going to escort me to the clinic any minute. And I'm not exactly in a hurry to see him. Not until I get help from my brother.
If Adir's medics are anything like Rawatai's, we'll hear your screams from 3 blocks away.
Oh, good. That'll be a lot of fun for everyone.
You look like a bear tried to have you for lunch. What happened?
My brother, Cadman, and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and guards. What else? The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot, but no place like this. I fear for their lives, Envoy.
This temple sounds dangerous. What are you doing there?
It's built on ruins, and the ruins are falling apart. Because of the roots, you know, and the earthquakes. We're looking for the man who built the temple, someone the locals call the Oracle. He's well, he's like you. A godlike.
The gods recalled nearly all of my kin during Eothas' march through the Deadfire.
All the gods but one, I guess? Because this Oracle, he belongs to Aethys. And if the rumors are true, he's the very last of his kind.
Take it from me. Around here, the rumors always have some truth to them.
We just want to talk to him. That's why we went down there. Now my brother's hurt, and my team's in danger, and I'm stuck here and...
Take it easy, kid.
Sorry. Everyone at the embassy's too busy to help me, and I'm worried sick.
Marius, Kai, do either of you know anything about this Oracle?
Sure. I've heard about the Oracle. Same as I heard about the Watcher and all the other weird Saka in the Living Lands. I heard the Nimdude only talks to godlikes after Aethys' little jaunt in the Deadfire. I guess he got tired of people yelling at him for what his god did.
You can't say I blame him. People still fault Aethys for the Saints' War, and that was 25 years ago. If I were the earthly avatar of everyone's least favorite god, I'd go into hiding too.
I don't usually lead people down into that temple. Mostly because underground temples are full of Saka that gives me the Vrikas. It's also supposed to be full of skeletons and old godless traps. I'm not fond of suicide missions either.
Ugh, traps are the least of our worries. You should see the cliffs.
Why does the Expedition Corps need to speak to a godlike of Aethys?
This Oracle. He set himself up in a godless ruin. Turned it into a temple to Aethys, right? Supposedly, he built the whole place up just to house a holy relic. A bone from Aethys' Titan.
A bone from what?
I guess they don't talk about our discoveries in the court, The place Aethys was headed in the Deadfire, Ukaizo. There are these enormous skeletons. I mean, they're hundreds of feet tall. Yeda, our captain, she believes these Titan skeletons are what's left of the gods' physical bodies. They used to get up and walk around. And this godlike, he's got a piece of the one that belonged to Aethys. That's what my team is down there to confirm, anyway.
What does your team intend to do with this relic if you find it?
Well, if that relic really is what it's said to be, and if it can heal the sick like it's said to do, it can't stay here. Not in some dank hole in this mouldering backwater. Not when it can help our people with the Dream Scourge. Or help people back home who deserve it more. And yet is determined to get that relic, no matter the risks. Rewards are just too great.
But
Envoy, I'm afraid it's a lie. And they're all going to die down there for nothing.
I can spare the time. Tell me where to find your team.
Gods, do you mean it? I can't thank you enough. They descended into the temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind. We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you, and she'll let you pass.
Well reported. I'll see your people safely returned.
Especially my brother, Cadman. Don't forget him. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is. Thank you for hearing me out, Envoy.
Alright, now let's find a way up onto the top of the... Well, here's some conveniently placed
Wouldn't want their
planks.
diplomats going hungry or sober. Envoy, I've got something.
This flask is empty, but it reeks of swamp water and rancid berries.
Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. The apothecary might know more. That's where I'd look.
Seems like a good place to start.
The assassin was ready for me. I wonder what that tells us.
It tells us they were hunting you. Whoever did this takes pride in their work. They made sure this stuff would kill you. Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on top.
The Mermaid's Den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
The apothecary is in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. Find your killers.
That was kind of convenient, all that scaffolding and crates and stuff, just in the right spot to allow somebody up on the roof. What the f... Is there a fire in the city?
Step right up. I can tell you need more fire in your life. Or maybe more essence. Please buy something. I'm trying to prove a point.
And that point
My
is...
sister, the blacksmith, she doesn't think this will work out. I say she's wrong. Why keep a dagger under your pillow when you can use a ward stone instead?
A dagger is well and good until your enemy summons a fireball.
See? You understand? It's not cheating. It's being prepared.
Let's see what you're selling. Mini hue doublet. Nice. Canvas shoes. +5 to maximum accents. Yeah. She has some nice stuff, but it's stuff that I don't need and can't afford.
You can't be serious. That much for one rack of ribs?
It's the adherents. I'm sorry. Never knew armies ate so much meat. Barely any left for the rest of us.
I don't...
That was a bit painful.
If you're really quiet, you can hear actors' souls dying as people just keep on walking.
I wouldn't go up there, stranger. That's Sparrowhawk territory.
Adherents ain't welcome around the Pearl District. Mind yourself.
Smile and be yourself. Or maybe just smile.
Let us in, sweetheart.
I told you, we're closed.
Not for us, you're not.
Not you, too.
What is all this about?
This girl thinks she's gonna keep us out of the bathhouse.
You might own half the district, but you don't own the mermaid's den.
We'll see about that.
You don't like it? Take it up with your second in command. He's the one who stole from us.
That's a load of...
I knew this was Jago's fault. This isn't over.
Sorry. This district used to be a nice place.
You mentioned they're stealing from you?
The Sparrowhawks always got along fine with us, and then they, I better not talk about it. Juliana told us to be discreet. She's inside. If you want to help, she can give you the details.
Alright then, I can keep a secret.
You'd better hope you can.
If you'd like to be useful, I could use another drink.
Great.
That's the apothecary.
All you have is... Huh. Aren't you the outlander who died in the streets? How are you... Gah. It doesn't matter.
You've got to help. He's gonna hurt me again.
Everyone take a deep breath. No one is hurting anyone else today. Right?
You seem to like beating up on little guys. Want to take a run at me?
Listen to me, dead man. What happens here does not concern you. Walk away.
Are you in league with those rebels who killed me?
Ha! You Adherans always think everyone's out to get you. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already. This is getting tiresome. I wasn't really gonna hurt the apothecary, but I'm really, really gonna hurt you.
I'm pretty sure it's bad luck to kill a godlike.
Last person I know who did it died with her boots full of saka.
Well, I heard the godlike have gold in their bellies. We can't both be right, so let's see who's wrong. Stand still, Outlander. This is gonna hurt.
Stop right there!
Take
You
him down.
sure beat
No, you don't.
You're not looking.
Next one's mine.
Let's see what you can lay. Hey! Over here!
Time to rally.
There you are, swine. This time, you're gonna stay dead.
Isn't helping. Weapon's not gonna cut it. Looks right.
Run while you...
Dead again.
Oh, no, you don't.
Coming for you.
Heal yourself. Perk up, envoy. Time to rally.
Isokso.
Look left.
time, you're gonna stay dead.
Just when I thought this would be too easy.
That's Thala. You really stepped in the soccer now.
Right flank!
You're not looking good. You're not looking so good.
I need to learn how to dodge somehow.
This one's
You're
mine.
gonna regret
Time's
this!
I don't know about that.
Don't die. Who was it? Time to round.
I'm getting worse, it seems like.
Heal yourself. Perk up, envoy. Don't die.
There you are, spy. This time, you're gonna stay dead.
That's more like it. Ice right.
time, you're gonna kill yourself.
He's also. He's also. Show me what you
Coming
got.
for you.
Behind you.
There you are, swine. This time, you're gonna stay dead.
He's also. He's also.
To your left.
Ah, damn, why am I stuck here?
He's up so.
Let's see what you got. You're not looking good.
Why?
Back on my feet.
I'm trying. Almost there.
I can't believe they're dead. It's over.
We got them all.
That was a rough fight. Guess I really do need to upgrade my equipment.
Envoy, thank you for dealing with those miscreants. There's a plague on these streets, and they are a symptom.
A gang of bullies shaking down honest folk? Seems more like the cause to me.
It's no more dangerous here than anywhere else. It's just that monsters here have knives instead of fangs.
You even killed Thala, the biggest, baddest of them all. The Sparrowhawks are gonna come after you.
Not if they know what's good for them.
They don't. That's the problem. You don't have to come to my defense. No one sticks their neck out for anyone in these parts.
What do you know about this?
Poison? Let me take a look. Wait, I recognize that from my wares. It's oil distilled from Santa Torre, a berry native to the Living Lands.
Mariscott, what do you know about Saint Torre?
Just that it's supposed to act quickly, and that you shouldn't mess with it if you don't know what you're doing.
So don't, under any circumstances, mix it up with moonberries.
And before you ask, I can't tell you who bought the poison. If word got around that I was ratting my clients out to the adherents, it'd be the end of me.
If your clients are killers, your reputation will be the least of your worries.
Damned if I do and damned if I don't, then. The truth is, I never saw the customer's face. They wore a hood. A monk's cowl, I believe. But I can tell you that Santa Torre is used in religious rituals. Prophets and seers will do anything to leave their bodies.
It's all fun and games until your monk's soul is trapped in the beyond. Where would I find them?
If you want mystic types, you want to go visit the Temple of Andra. Probably the only reason you'd want to go there.
On the other hand, Claviger Amond was cozy with plenty of mystics and oddballs. We could check out his estate for clues.
Go past the Hightown Gate to the north, then follow the road eastward until you reach the statue of Andra.
I appreciate the
Well, I
help.
suppose it's the least I could do, considering I got you killed. I hope that I've been able to assist you in some small way. Good luck in your investigation, Envoy.
So we're going to the temple to find a mystic to ask about the poison. Not what I imagined my day would be like.
Well, I'm going to bring this episode to an end right here. Thank you very much for watching.